Let's see how we can solve this problem using the Singleton pattern. So here's our config manager class with two operations, get and set. Now, to ensure that we have only a single instance of this class, first we have to make the constructor of this class private. So with this, we're not going to be able to use the new operation with this class, okay? Now note that we have a negative sign before the constructor here. That means the constructor is going to be private. So we're not going to be able to access it from outside of this class, okay? Next, we need to make this class responsible for creating that single instance. So here we're going to define a private field called instance, which holds an instance of the config manager class. Now note that instance has an underline. That means this field should be declared as static. So it's going to be accessible through the config manager class itself, okay? Now finally, we need an operation or a method for getting that single instance. And of course, this operation should also be static because static fields are only visible to static methods. This is what we call the Singleton pattern. So with this pattern, we can ensure that a class has a single instance. Now, if you look at the classic structure of this pattern in the Gang of 4 book, this is what you're going to see. So in a Singleton class, we should have a private static field called instance or whatever that holds an instance of that class. We should also make the constructor private, and we should define an operation for returning the single instance. So that's the Singleton pattern. Next, we're going to implement this in code.